but to the people, even the persons who receive the handouts. It can't help you, my brothers and sisters. It cannot help you. Because you will have your hands stretched out for the rest of your life, and you're creating an environment for your children, your grandchildren, and the next generation to try to depend on handout. This government is about giving you a job, providing all of us. When they came up with, you think it's all this opposing? If the PNP had come up with that, not one labourer get on those, not even one. That's how the PNP function. The JLP comes up with projects and programs that can benefit all of us, including comrades. So, if you're a comrade and you're running on $3 million, the JLP say, come collect your 20 grand. They don't look at party loyalty. They look about Jamaica. JLP is really for Jamaica. And I choose Jamaica over partisan politics. I choose Jamaica over my politician brethren on both sides. I choose Jamaica because I want to be on the right side of history, and that's where I land.
Boy, I want to come in for a long time, but what can I say? After that profound message, you leave me. Fib flounder now out in the water, but good morning, Labour Rights.
Good morning. How are you doing?
You left me for flounder, man. Can't add no more to you more than say shower Labour Rights. If Plank the day, I'm going to tell him, say this deserve a tune. This deserve a tune.
Good morning, can I go?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. And to the host and the panelists, good morning. Ruler Brown, I do not come in the boxes that frequently. I am relatively new to this type of exchange and dialogue. Let me just give you a quick background. Left Jamaica at 21, went to the States, lived in the States for 47 years, and I'm now living in Jamaica for the past 3 years. And I started off listening to some of these programs on the other side. Let me just use on the other side where the other guys were giving their presentations. And I sensed pretty early that it was a lot of lies, a lot of crosstalk, a lot of exaggeration of situation. There was nothing positive of it. Then as I scrolled on after another month or so, I came across a lot of the presentations given by you guys. Not you specific, but you know what I'm talking. Across the board, and I found it quite positive and strong. I've learned so much over the past year. So something came to mind. As I said, I lived in the States for 47 years. And I know when election time comes, one of the things they do over there, have these commercials. I don't know if Jamaica is set up in such a way where they generate 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 60 seconds commercials. And I was thinking of the vast array of positive news I've heard presented by you guys across the board. Is there a way, or have they done it where they can, and I'm talking to JLP now, the government, can make these commercials, send it out to you guys, highlighting all of these massive and positive accomplishments, rather than bring on a lot of the guys on the left, well, not on the left, but on the other side, the Diegos, the Voice, the Cautions, you name it, you know what I'm talking. And they come into the program and they create a lot of distractions. Then the stuff is being repeated after 30 minutes, 1 hour dialogue. And I'm just saying, in that space, could they generate some commercials, some audio commercials, even audio visuals, and then distribute them to you guys and you play them? I think that would be a very powerful message going forward. It's just something I've been thinking about the last couple of days, because many times I come in and listen, and when I see they open the gate for some of these guys to come on, nothing is wrong with bringing them on. But if they have their facts together and you can have a good dialogue, a good exchange, yes, that would work. So I was just wondering, I know people like Kizzy and Chops and maybe Munchi, they have tie-in or plug-in to the government. I was just wondering if that type of thing could work.
I've been told that this going into the election, we will be seeing a lot of a different style of campaigning compared to what we are generally accustomed to over the years. As we all know, the Jamaica Labour Party is not actively in campaign mode as yet. So we don't know where that is going, right? I mean, they are doing their internal work, they are doing their groundwork, but as to be presenting a mandate to the Jamaican people for the next term that they will be seeking, that is not yet finalized and up and ready, nor do I have access to that. We can hear little stuff, but nothing as it relates to what has happened in the past. We have to carry it back ourselves because the government already put it out there, the information. I don't know, I think you were on Squitty's live earlier this morning and you would have seen, because remember, we don't know the persons, you know. Right now we have a live with 153 persons on it, right? We know some of the regulars who come every day, and even the regulars who come every day, sometimes if they do come up and they have a concern, that is what we have to address. So we don't really have a structured program. Sometimes we might have a topic and we talk about it and then we hear all sides, but then we have to move on to something else because somebody else have another interest. So it's not really so easy to run a structured live on TikTok, especially one where you open the boxes and allow other people's opinion, because eventually, you know, somebody share a point, somebody want to rebut it, and then the argument go from one to the next. But I am very, very, very certain that this government will be campaigning on its achievements going into the election, because as a lot of persons have been saying, persons who are older than I am, that this is one of the very, very first time that a government is going back to the people with so much achievement. So there is no way there is no way they will just go into it. So they have to come with what has been done and use this as the foundation to present to the people. We're gonna need a hell of a refreshers course, especially if we're coming from 2016, are some of the things that was even implemented under Bruce Golding, right? That is very relevant to today and our foundation that we are building on today. So because sometimes when I do a little quick run back through, me I say, wait, I mean, this morning we were talking about AI in schools and, you know, the information technology and how we're transitioning and what. And it took us so long to explain to people who supposed to have, you know, better sense. It took me and Punkos and a next guy, Ian, and a few. It took us so long to convince two persons. Another lady who is a total neutral had to come up and had to explain. So I don't know. We try our best though to do it, to keep it as structured as possible and to keep it as informative as possible.
Yeah, kids, and I agree with you. And you guys, I mean, some of you guys.
Mackie Flex, Hello Neighbor does it. We that is Hello Neighbor's style. Hello Neighbor keeps his live and he bring up one guest or two guests and everybody have them on a format. I think I keep a pretty structured live myself. It's just that I also have to allow freestyling. So in terms of getting like 6 commercials, I hear what you're saying. If the government were to get 6 commercials, they cover different aspects of accomplishments. Get it to you guys, maybe give you guys a little funds for playing it on your shows. And at the end of it, at the end of each of these commercials, the Prime Minister's voice who says, yes, I'm Prime Minister and Dr. Holness, and I approve that message. And you guys play it over and over and over rather than have these other guys come up. I think that Ruler, those messages not come out yet.
Okay. So it's something that didn't work on.
Yes, it will come eventually, but it not reach there yet. Because we are not officially in campaign mode, so to speak. The government is still very much focused on completing their projects that they have. I think on the 15th of May, there will be the urban center and St. Thomas will officially be handing over to to the tenants, the business people. There will be the ribbon cutting. So there's a lot of projects. Yesterday, not Friday gone, people were looking out and say, where's the Prime Minister today? Because we know that on Fridays he hands over houses, water projects, cut ribbons, something. But